What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're back here in Farming Simulator 25, our Rags to Riches series. I believe this is episode number 33, 32, I don't know. Somewhere in the low 30s. I mean, you can figure it out. Just look at the video before it and add 1 to the number, and that's the number of this video. But in the last episode, we did a lot of very cool things, and one of the cool things we did, we made this rice field. We bought a new field and we split it in half, and now we have a little bit of a sunken rice field here. And today, the first thing we are going to do to start out, we have to flood this thing with water, and then we have to plant the rice saplings in here. Currently 7:40 in the morning. We slept through to the month of April at the end of the last episode. It is officially springtime here, and we have got a lot of work to do in the first day of April. And let's start off by flooding this field. Pretty exciting. All right, here we go. Manage the rice field. Let's go ahead and flood it. Wow, that is pretty cool. Our first rice field here in this series. And if this turns out to be profitable for us, we could end up making more rice fields. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of rice fields? All right, well, while we are waiting for this field to flood, we have got some other things to do. One of the things we have to do, we have to cut all of our grass on our lower fields. We have got some sheep and some goats that are in need of grass to eat. One of the sheep pens, I think, is completely empty. Here's our little rice sapling planter that we bought in the last episode. That's going to be pretty fun. Once the field gets flooded, we can go ahead and work that in. This is our field of oat. This is coming along nicely. We have to fertilize this field in this episode. Currently at 50% fertilization. So we're going to fertilize this. But let's head down to our grass fields and go ahead and mow that grass. We do have 1 pallet of lettuce here. We'll have to check on the price of lettuce. Let's go ahead and hop into our John Deere tractor. We're going to have to take this down to the lower farm. We're going to have to attach our mowers to it, and we can go ahead and mow our grass. And I keep saying it, we're going to have to build like a little path right down this hill. Now, if you take a look, these sheep are busy producing wool. We have 2 pallets of wool there. And over at this sheep pen, we don't really have many because I believe they're out of grass. And we're going to have to rectify that as soon as we start mowing this grass up. We probably have a couple more pallets of lettuce down here on the lower greenhouses. I see a couple now. I don't know if we have any wood that's spawned. We can go and check that out. And I do not see any wood. So let's go ahead and drop off our front loader. And let's attach our mowers. And let's mow this grass. We'll bale it up, take a couple of the bales to our animals, and then we will probably wrap the rest of it for silage. But we did wait an extra month for this grass to be ready to harvest. It's going to give us a little bit more yield. There we go. Rear mower is attached. Let's back this thing up and let's get the front mower going. And we are excited to mow our grass. All right, well, there it is. The grass has been mowed. It was baled. It has been wrapped, and as you can see, I've left a couple of these bales unwrapped. I have 3 bales unwrapped for one of the sheep pens. I have another 3 bales over there for the other sheep pen, and I have a couple of unwrapped bales for the goats. We're going to go ahead and return the bale wrapper. We're going to fold it on up, and I tell you what, the front bale wrapper, as fun as it is to use, it kind of gets in the way a little bit, and it runs out of paper pretty quickly. So I'm probably going to end up selling that at some point. I mean, it was kind of fun while it lasted, but the honeymoon period is over with this thing, and I'm kind of tired of it, honestly. So we're probably going to end up getting rid of it. We could take it to the shop and sell it. As a matter of fact, we do have a Valtra tractor that we fixed up last month, and we are looking to sell that at the shop in just a couple minutes. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab that Valtra. We'll put this bale wrapper on the front of it and just sell it. We really don't need it, honestly. So what we have to do now, let's grab our front loader, let's put it back on, and we're going to transport the grass bales to the animal pens and start getting them fed. The sheep pen that was out of grass, just not producing anything as of right now. So we really want to get that going. And like I said, I've got 2 bales over here. These are for the goats. We're going to pick these things up here, and let's just bring them over to the goats. And these goats are eyeing up this grass. I mean, they've been eyeing it up for a minute now, and they are hungry. I mean, it's a wonder they don't jump over this fence and start attacking the grass bales. That's how hungry they are, I'm telling you. All right, there we go. 1 grass bale there for the goats. Let's go ahead and grab this other one over here, and we'll just kind of pop it off to the side. That way the goats can have some extra grass when they run out. Here we go, grass bale number 2. Let's go ahead and flip it on around, and we'll go put it over here by the goats. And let's just stick it right over in here. All right, let's push these things up towards the fence line. And there we go. 2 grass bales sitting there. Let's just double check. It looks like the grass is at capacity. 3,000 liters in there, and that is great. They are gonna need some water soon. So we're gonna have to grab our water tanker and fill them up. But that is to be done at a later time. Right now, we're going to take these other grass bales and we're going to pop them in with the sheep. We've got 3 sitting over here, and we'll just run these over. We'll put 1 in the grass area for the sheep, and then the second 2 we will place in the little area, the little storage area off to the side. Hopefully 3 grass bales is enough to hold us over until the next grass harvest happens. Only time will tell. I really don't know. I mean, these sheep seem to be eating a lot of grass, and these grass bales are not very big, honestly. All right, there we go. There's 1 grass bale sitting there. Let's go grab the second one, and let's go plop it. Actually, we'll plop this one into the goat pen. We got to get these guys eating as soon as possible. And there we go. There we go. Sucked it right up. As a matter of fact, we could probably put another one right in there just so they have the grass at their disposal. And we'll go ahead, we'll pop this in the storage area. And when they run out of grass, we can then move it from the storage area over to the little grass eating area. There we go. 2 grass bales sitting there. And now we got to take these other 3 grass bales. We'll take these over to the sheep pen. that is over the other side of the field. And after we do this, we're going to grab the Valtra tractor and we're going to take it to the shop. We will sell that, and we will also sell the front wrapper. And once those two things are sold, I mean, it should put us back over $200,000 in the bank account. I mean, that Valtra tractor is probably going to get us $120,000 to $150,000, I would imagine. I think we bought it for $125,000, something like that. I actually forgot to write it down, but I'm assuming that, you know, we're going to get, I don't know, we might even get upwards of $200,000 for it. Who knows? I mean, can you imagine if we got $200,000 for the Valtra tractor and that put our bank account at $300,000? That would be absolutely crazy. And we also want to check the vehicle, used vehicle market. Let's see what's available here the first day of April. Don't think there's anything much available. And then, gosh, we have to seed our rice field. Man, we have a lot of stuff left to do here in this episode. And we really also have to have a discussion about what we're going to do when it comes to the field that's attached to the rice field. I mean, we still have half a field there, and it's mostly potatoes. Well, I'm sorry, it's all potatoes. It's a field of potatoes. It's like a half field of potatoes. Potatoes can be harvested right around the same time as oats, but to harvest potatoes, you need a lot of equipment. You do need a potato harvester, and they're pretty expensive, I think. So I don't know that we want to really get into potatoes. I mean, we just got into oats, we just got into rice. I'm really not sure that we want to take on another brand new crop here that's going to require a bunch of equipment. What we're going to do now is we're going to run around, we're going to fill this trailer up. One thing I did notice here is that because we waited an extra month to cut this grass and bale it up, we got a lot more yield than we would have gotten. We have a lot of bales out here, and this is pretty exciting. I mean, the last time we cut the grass, if you remember a few episodes ago, we did not have more than, I think we had one trailer full of bales, and then we had like 5 extra. So hopefully we have at least 2 trailers of bales here. And we're going to let this turn into silage. Should probably take about 1, maybe 2 days, maybe into the month of May. And then once we do that, we'll be able to sell it off and hopefully get a nice chunk of change here. I mean, grass is a good money maker in Farming Simulator 25. One other thing that we have to do here while we're talking about, oh boy, we're running over bales here willy-nilly. We have to talk about lettuce. We have to look at the price of lettuce. I'm assuming the price is still going down, and if it's not coming back up for another couple months, we are going to have to sell our lettuce, and we will keep selling it every month until, you know, we see a light at the end of the tunnel as far as the prices go. So we'll probably end up selling our lettuce. I think we have about 5 or 6 pallets overall on both of the farms. Let's go ahead and detach this trailer, and that's it. We got one full trailer, and it looks like we got 5 bales left on this farm, and then we have a bunch over on the other field. So pretty good yield here. I think it's worth the wait, that extra month. All right, taking a look at the sheep, we have got one sheep pen half full of grass. Second one is completely full. So honestly, geez, it takes 2 full bales. These are smaller bales, so it takes 2 full ones to fill up the sheep pen, and then we're only going to have 1 extra. We probably should have left a couple of them unwrapped, or a couple more unwrapped, because I don't think this is going to be enough. We're probably going to have to buy some grass bales at some point before the next grass harvest. Let's go ahead and place this one here, and that's going to get sucked up. Oh man, it is still not full. Okay, so it takes 3 grass bales. It's going to take all 3 of these to fill up the sheep pen with grass. And that's pretty shocking, honestly. I mean, I really thought it would just take 1 or 2, but 3 grass bales. I guess these are really small bales, and I have to remember that. There we go. There's the 3rd one getting sucked up. Now we don't have any extra, and that's going to be a problem. We've got 2 over by the goats, so if we have to go borrow 1 of those, that'll be fine. So let's head back up to the main farm. Let's just ride up this hill right here. I mean, this is fun. Whee! Coming around, we have 4 pallets of rice saplings, and we only have 1 pallet that fit into our rice planter. Let's go ahead and lower down this thing. We'll turn off the tractor. Let's head over to our Valtra. Let's take it into town. We'll take it into the shop. We're gonna paint it up, and then we are gonna sell it and flip it. And here it is. What a pretty color. Nice bronze color with the black wheels. Good looking tractor here. And we are gonna go pick up our front bale wrapper, which we really don't want anymore. We're gonna take that into town. We'll probably sell that first. Then we'll paint and sell this Valtra tractor. Let's see how much money we get for it. Oh boy, it has been a couple episodes, but here we are again. It's the stupid barge slowly making its way through the water here. And I gotta tell you, man, we need some jet engines to be installed on the back of this thing. This thing is like molasses or sap creeping down a tree. And this is just ridiculous. I don't know what kind of town allows this, but we're gonna have to talk to the mayor here. Riverbend Springs, and we're just going to tell them, look, get rid of the stupid barge. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's causing problems. I mean, it's the most annoying thing in this game right now. I don't like it, and I know you don't either. Leave it down in the comments. What would be the best way to destroy this barge and tugboat? Would it be setting it on fire, hitting it with a missile, perhaps dropping a nuclear bomb on it? Let me know in the comments down below, which way would you prefer to get rid of this thing? All right, here we are at the shop. Let's go ahead and go inside. Let's see how much we can sell this front loader thing for. We're gonna repair it. It's $2 to repair it. And $400 to repaint this thing, so let's go ahead and do that. And now we'll go back in. We're gonna sell it here. $14,721, that's right, get rid of it. All right, now time for the Valtra tractor. We already did it up and repaired it. So $46,917 to paint it up. Oh boy, it's a lot of money. All right, there we go, we did it. Fresh new coat of paint on that thing. Let's see if we can sell it. $196,325. That is awesome. Bam. Vehicle has been sold. $276,262 in the bank. If we run over here to the shop, or to the store actually, we can see that we bought a harvester header the last episode. It was on sale. We couldn't resist it, so we bought it. So we have that sitting here. We do need a harvester, but we are going to wait until we have to harvest our oat, because you never know when one's going to come on sale. Looking at the used vehicle market, there's really nothing here. We do have a sugar beet harvester. It's actually a really good deal. It's $68,000. The problem is, in order to harvest sugar beets, we would need a front mower thing. And the beet harvester foliage cutter thing is, man, that's $97,000. So, I mean, we could buy this thing. It's like a big mower, mows the top of the sugar beets, and then we could buy the thing to dig them up. Honestly, we could get into some sugar beets, but I just don't think that now's the time to do it. I mean, it's very, very tempting, but honestly, we have half a field of potatoes. And I really, I don't want to take on a lot of new crops right now until we really get that bank account up. We do have a little Massey Ferguson baler. It's kind of a cute little baler. And then we have this thing. So nothing that piques our interest at this point as far as purchasing for ourselves. We might want to come back maybe at the end of the episode, buy this sugar beet harvester, fix it up, and we'll leave it at the shop until May, and then we can flip it, try and make some money. We'll probably make, $7,000 to $10,000 doing that. So that's definitely something to think about. Right now, let's hop back over to the farm. We got some more work to do. All right, as you can see, our rice field is flooded, and that is awesome. So we have to plant some rice. And you know what? I've never done this before. This is a very, very exciting thing. We are going to lower the planter. Well, first we have to start the engine. Let's go and start the engine here. Let's lower the planter. Man, this is pretty exciting. We got to turn on the GPS lines here, I feel like. All right, there we go. There's the GPS lines. They're going to help us out a lot. I guess the only thing we have to do now is turn on the planter. It's only allowed in water. Crop can only be planted inside the rice fields. Okay, well, let's do it. Oh, look at this thing. It's planting the rice. Oh, this is super cool. We are planting rice, and this thing is zipping along, I tell you what. We've got fertilizer in this thing. We've got the rice saplings, and I kind of wonder how many rice saplings this field is going to take up. We will see. We do have 4 additional pallets. Oh man, this thing turns on a dime. Look at this. This is great. Let's back out that camera a little bit and just keep watching. I mean, this thing is really cool. And I'm really excited now about growing rice. I really don't know much about it. I don't know how profitable it is. But it's really cool so far. So we'll see. I mean, if it's not profitable and we don't like it in a few months when we sell it, I mean, we can always destroy this field and turn it into something else. But for right now, this is really cool, and it's a blast. So let's do up this rice field. We'll get it all planted. Then we have to fertilize our oat field, which is all very, very exciting. One of the cool things about rice is the fact that you have to flood the field. And one of the things that I'm pretty excited to learn is exactly how it works. For example, does this field need to be flooded every month? Like, for example, does it dry up and then you have to kind of keep flooding it? Or does the water stay? I would imagine that you have to keep flooding it because the water's not going to stay above the ground for very long. I mean, it's going to dry out, it's going to soak into the ground. So I'd imagine regular upkeep is going to be needed on this field. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have experience with rice. What has your experience been? Is it profitable? Is it fun? Are there other things that you can do with it? And how hard is it to maintain? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. Educate me on rice. I mean, the only things I know about rice is that I like it in sushi. I mean, you definitely have to have rice in sushi. Sushi rolls. I like rice cakes. And I like rice Chex, which is a wonderful cereal. I also like rice balls. I like throwing rice at weddings. It's a fun thing to do. You throw some rice at people when they're getting married. I liked Ray Rice, who was a running back for the Baltimore Ravens here American football. I loved Ray Rice. That's too bad he got into some trouble. But look, I liked him while he was here. I still have a Ray Rice jersey. Fun fact. All right, well, there we go. The rice field has been planted. This is super exciting. Look at that. That is awesome. And I can't wait for this rice to grow in and we can harvest it and see what kind of money it makes, see if it's profitable. What else can we do with rice? I know it's a grain. We can have a grain mill, put the rice in there. Yeah, we'll have to kind of figure that part out as we go along, but we do have a couple months to figure that out. We're also going to need to buy a rice harvester, and that's going to cost a pretty penny. I think they're about $100,000, so we'll have to purchase that, which will be fine. I'm sure in a couple months we're going to have the money. I mean, right now we have $276,000 in the bank. Now, we did have to fill up the rice planter a couple different times. I think it took 3 pallets of rice saplings. Let's go ahead and park the thing back here behind here. And honestly, I really kind of feel like buying another rice field or creating another rice field, but we're gonna wait. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We could turn that potato field into a rice field, that's for sure. But I kind of want to leave the potatoes just in case in a couple months when they're ready to harvest, just in case we want to harvest them. I mean, we might have the funds to do that. We just have to buy like some potato equipment. Oh boy. All right, let's hook on the fertilizer tank. We are going to have to fertilize our oat field. It's only going to take a couple passes, I'm sure. And then we need to discuss what we're going to do with our money. All right, there we go. The field is fertilized. I think we missed a couple little tiny spots, but nothing that's going to matter much. Let's go ahead and put our fertilizer spreader down. All right, taking a look at the price of lettuce, it is going down in the month of May. Probably a good time to sell it right now. Let's go ahead and hop back into the John Deere tractor. We're going to start this up. We're going to grab our little trailer and we are going to head over. Where is our little trailer? Have we lost it? Geez, we're gonna have to start keeping this stuff in the right spot. I think it's down at the other farm. So let's go grab our little trailer. We're gonna take our lettuce to the shop to sell it. Probably get, you know, I don't know, if we have 6 pallets, it's probably $3,000 each pallet. So it's gonna be about $18,000. Hopefully we can get our bank account up to $300,000 in this episode. And there's one purchase that we are going to have to make at the end of the episode, so make sure that you stay tuned for that, and also stay tuned for me not being able to find the little trailer, because it's not over here and I don't know where it is. Okay, I found it. It's over here by this greenhouse here. Oops, we're running into the fence. That's fine. All right, hooking up our little trailer. We're going to start down on the lower farm by the greenhouses by the road. We'll go ahead and get them hooked up with the lettuce. Put that on the trailer. Then we'll come back up to the main farm. Look, we still got these pallets of wool we have to take to the spinnery. We definitely want the spinnery to be churning out fabric as fast as possible. And that was a really good money maker in the last episode. All right, we'll park our trailer here. Let's go ahead and detach it, and let's grab these lettuce pallets. And honestly, I really don't like this greenhouse here on the side of the road. I mean, it's really annoying to get to it, and I kind of feel like we should just sell these things. We'll probably take a hit on them, but we could sell them and get some new greenhouses going, maybe some larger ones up on the main farm. That way we can sort of consolidate where all of the lettuce is going to be. It really doesn't make sense to have these things down here. It made sense, you know, back in the beginning when we were just building up our farm, but now that we have a nice big farm, we could go ahead and sell those greenhouses just to tidy things up a little bit. I mean, it just makes sense, honestly. All right, all the lettuce is loaded up. I can't remember how many pallets we have. Something like 8, I think we have. Let's go ahead and drop these off at the farmer's market. And there we go. $24,000 in lettuce. Let's take our little trailer back over here and let's park it. Hopefully we don't forget that it's parked over here. I don't think we will. All right, our bank account now $300,000, and that is pretty awesome. All right, one thing we are going to do, we're going to get this fertilizer spreader out of the way. We're just going to sit it right here because we are going to make a purchase. We're going to put another greenhouse here on this strip of land here. All right, here it is. We can kind of butt it right up against this tree. Make sure it's nice and neat. That way we can get water to it. It's going to be $36,000 and bam, there it is. Another greenhouse. Oh, we got an achievement. Well-oiled machine. That is awesome. We actually have enough money. We could put another one right here, but let's hold off on that for now. And as a matter of fact, we are going to go down to this greenhouse right here and we are going to sell it $8,509. Let's go ahead and do that. Bam, it is gone. And as a matter of fact, we don't like this one either. It's small, it's tiny. Let's go ahead and sell this one $8,569 and bam, that one's gone. So those two greenhouses are gone and we replaced it with a big one up at the main farm. We'll keep this one here. This one's kind of on a flat piece of land, and this little tiny small one, I mean, we could get rid of this. Honestly, if we got rid of this, the only thing that we would do with this little piece of property right here, we would probably put another sawmill there just to have kind of 2 sawmills going back to back. But honestly, I think we'll just keep this little greenhouse here for right now. Eventually, we could get rid of this area here with these greenhouses. We could put something there. I don't know. Maybe we could plow over this and just make it all grass again. I think that would be, you know, worthwhile. But for right now, we'll keep it like it is. All right, here is another decision that we have to make. I'd really like to place another another sheep pen here, but we need to place it so that we can get to the wool on the side of it. The fence, oh geez, I mean, this is going to be difficult to kind of maneuver. I suppose we could put it back here, but we really would have to own this field back in this way. We could actually own this field. We could put a bunch of sheep pens along this side. That would require buying that field. The other thing we could do, we could put one right here, kind of take up some of this field. I think that would be feasible if we were to do that. We could put it down this way, honestly, kind of have it against the road here. This would work out. We would be taking up some of our grass field, and this is on a hill, so it's not ideal, I think, for us. I really do like to put these on flatter land. We could put it up here somehow. I mean, honestly, the other option is we could put a couple of them by the rice field. We could just take this potato field that we already own, and we could put a couple of them over this way. And I think that might be the play, honestly. Just take up this potato field. I mean, we don't really even know if we're going to use the potato field, honestly. We could also buy this little triangle field, and we could put like 2 of them along this way. We can have one kind of back this way maybe. Buying this plot of land, $150,000. That's includes a lot of land around it with these trees. So it's not just the field. That's a lot of money to be spending. This one's $61,000, so not as bad. We could buy this farmland. That's a big piece of farmland right there for $154,000. This one's $183,000. We could come back over here. $118,000. This farmland here, I'm not really sure what's on it, but we could start having some sheep back in here. Looks like sorghum is on this field, and it's a pretty big field back behind here. So we could, I mean, it's pretty flat too. We could buy this, $118,000. We could also put a sheep pen kind of over here. And I mean, it doesn't really eat up too much of the oat field. So I think the best thing to do is to use up our potato field. And we're gonna put it, I'm trying to think of how to map this out here. If we put one here, then we can probably put a second one here at some point, and then we could have two more kind of this way, one here and one here eventually. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's use this field here, not for potatoes, but we're gonna take up a section of it with this sheep pen. All right, here we go, $97,000. Let's go ahead and buy this sheep pen, and we are gonna place it down right there. We do not want to customize the fence for the sheep pen. We're just gonna leave it like it is. And we do want to plant meadow for the sheep barn. We do like meadow. And there we go. All right, well, here is our new sheep pen surrounded by potatoes. And I tell you what, I kind of think we should just get rid of these potatoes, but we're going to keep them for right now. You never know what's going to happen. And this sheep barn is empty, and we are going to have to fill her on up. We've got $184,000 in the bank. Let's go and buy some sheep. All right, well, as you know, we're just going to buy a mixture of sheep, and I think we can get 68 of them because this large sheep barn is empty. So we'll start off with 15 of each kind. We're going to go with the 8-month-old because we want them to start producing wool immediately. So there we go, $8,000 for that 15. We'll go down to these Stein Schaff, and let's buy 15 of these for $8,000. We'll go down to the Swiss Black Brown Mountain Sheep. We'll buy 15 of these for $8,000. And then down to the Black Welsh Mountain Sheep, and we'll buy 15 of these for $8,000. That leaves us with 8 sheep that we can buy. And I tell you what, let's just buy some Swiss Black Brown Mountain Sheep. We'll buy 8 of these suckers. And let's get them in there, start producing some wool. That's $4,000. There we go. So this sheep pen is now full, and we need to get some grass over here and fill this thing up with some grass. Well, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to buy 2 square bales of hay at the store. It's going to cost us $3,000, and that's fine. We're going to go pick those up, and let's hop in our John Deere. We're going to grab our trailer. We'll head down to the shop. We're going to get the grass bales, bring them back to the sheep. We don't want to use up our grass bales because we're definitely going to need them before the next harvest of grass. So let's just get these guys fed with 2 fresh new bales of grass that we'll buy at the store. And I tell you what, while we're at the store, I think we might want to consider buying that used sugar beet harvester. We could bring it back to the shop, fix it up. I mean, it's going to be a nice profit for us in May when we go to sell it. In May, we're also going to have our silage to sell, which is going to bring us some money. So lots of exciting stuff coming up in the springtime here, and we are just getting started. It's the first day of April. All right, well, we have picked up the grass bales. We've put them in the trailer. We've strapped them down. We're going to take them to our new sheep and get them nice and fed so they start producing wool. Then we are going to grab the wool that we currently have, take it to the spinnery. And I think that's everything that we can do for this first day of April. I mean, we didn't check any contracts, but I don't think we need to check any contracts at this point. Our bank account is pretty nice and stacked. Now we are going to have to buy a harvester pretty soon, but I feel like we're going to be able to do that in a couple months with no problem. And I'm kind of glad that we're not relying as much on contracts in this series. I mean, we could be cresting the hill, so to speak, and on the other side of needing to rely solely on contracts for our money. And here it is. Even if we did want to do some contracts, we just have a fertilizing contract. That's all that's out there, $5,170. But we would have to fill up the fertilizer spreader because it's getting low in fertilizer. So it probably cost us the same amount of money to fill it up as it would to get the job done. So we're not going to do that. So let's go back to the farm. We're going to drop this grass off. We're going to grab our wool. We'll take our wool to the spinnery. And I think we'll take a look and see if there's anything else that we're missing here in the first day of April, but I think that is going to be it. All right, there we go. Grass bales all up in the sheep. Sheep are happy. They are eating. And that is pretty cool. This tractor is getting dirty, as I just noticed. And also the repair status is starting to drop a little bit. So we are going to have to keep this thing cleaned. It is our John Deere. We need to take care of it. You know John Deere's motto, take care of us and we'll take care of you. And that's probably not their motto. I just made that up. All right, coming up to the spinnery, we do have a pallet of fabric waiting for us. Let's go ahead and drop these pallets of wool off. Bam, put them in there. They are going to be doing their thing. Let's head back to the farm. We'll take a little recap, make sure we're not missing anything. But I think that's everything that we need to do here the first day of April. It's been a busy day for us. We flooded our rice field. We planted our rice saplings. We fertilized our oat field. We cut all of our grass. We baled it. We wrapped it. We fed all of our sheep. We bought a new sheep pen. We sold 2 of our small greenhouses and consolidated into one large greenhouse over there. We sold the Valtra tractor that we had spruced up. Made some money there, which is really good. Current bank account sitting at $145,000. And as we head back to the farm, we are going to drop off this little trailer. And bam, let's go ahead and drop that off. And I tell you what we're going to do. We've got to fill this greenhouse up, our new greenhouse. We have to fill it up with water. But before we do that, let's move this trailer out of the way. And let's just go ahead and buy one more greenhouse to fill out this little space here. Yep, this is it. This would be perfect. If we can kind of get this lined up a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be perfectly lined up here. But this is good enough. And we can slide it on a little bit closer. We'll be able to fill up the water tanker there. All right, we'll give it a little bit of room here. All right, this looks pretty good. We'll do it right about here. Leave ourselves a little bit of room. And bam, there it is. So we have 2 new greenhouses here. Both need to be filled up with water. As soon as they're filled up with water, we are going to make them into lettuce greenhouses. Still have a little bit of space over here. We can put one last greenhouse to round out greenhouse row. And I'm sure the people at the farmers market are happy. They're going to have an unlimited supply of lettuce coming up. So we'll go ahead and grab the water tanker. We will fill up the greenhouses in between this episode and the next episode. And when we come back in the next episode, it will be the second day of April, and we will have some more work to do on the farm. Hopefully we will make a lot more money. We could probably do some contracts. We'll have stuff to sell, money to be made. It is going to be super exciting. So I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification so you're notified of all the content coming out. Hit that like button. Even if you don't like the video, you gotta hit it. It's part of the YouTube rules. And leave your comments down below. It doesn't even matter what you say. But most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we are going to see you right back here in the next video.